At the end of this episode, the sky is going to change and the moon will become red. This is going to change the behavior of some NPCs, so there are some things to accomplish before that happens. First, if you haven't spoken to Adela after meeting her in Yahar Gul, you should do so now to receive the female church bell and a vial of her blood, which gradually heals HP over time.
The town is in disarray, but there are still people here. Together we await the help of the healing church.
You can also speak to the old woman from Central Yarnum to receive several sedatives, which reset frenzy buildup.
This will help you forget. Forget your troubles. Forget your cares.
Return to the Forbidden Grave lamp and step into the next area, a tunnel in the trees leading to Byrgenwerth. In the process, you'll be ambushed by a new enemy, the Giant Fly, referred to officially as the Garden of Eyes. Their grub attacks do not actually inflict damage, but they do build up frenzy. This is why having the Deep Sea rune equipped is so important. With enough frenzy resistance, these enemies are a pushover. Up ahead lies the Byrgenwerth lamp. Light it and descend the stairs on the right. There is another giant fly found here, so dispatch of it and follow the path to the left. Rather than getting the next fly's attention, let it continue on its own up the stairs. Yet another fly hides behind the tree on the left, so take it out solo rather than fighting them both at once. Now follow the remaining fly up the stairs and secure your kill. You can find the Arcane Lake rune on this platform on the left, but a brainsucker guards it. These guys can be hard to deal with because their paralyzing magic sometimes has hyper armor, so just keep your health topped off. The rune can be useful against the boss if you find yourself dying to the arcane attacks. Now step onto the walkway overlooking the lake. You'll have to go right, but doing so triggers 2 more flies to drop down and attack you. Luckily, you have the previous half of Byrgenwerth to backtrack into if necessary. Past the ambush, you'll find the fluorescent flower, the only enemy of its kind outside of Child's Dungeons. It has ranged fireball attacks, grab attacks, it can whip you with its antenna, or bite you with its mouth. But behind it, it has no way to attack you whatsoever. Stay behind the creature and chip away at its massive HP bar until it goes down. After it's defeated, pick up the Great One's Wisdom in the center of the Lunarian base, which is essentially an upgraded Madman's Knowledge. Pressing forward, another giant fly hides in the leftmost corner and guards 5 sedatives. Next, pull the lever to open the shortcut gate back to the lamp. Byrgenwerth isn't very big, but the easy access to the boss is appreciated. Stepping into the building itself, you'll find a child's ingredient on the left, in the form of a pearl slug. And another shortcut door on the far side, although this one is less useful. Head upstairs and prepare to fight one of the most dangerous hunters in the game. She's a member of the Choir, a branch of the Healing Church worshipping the Great Ones, and her research has led to several arcane abilities which pose the greatest threat. Augur of Ebertas launches tentacles out of her hand toward the player, but if you're far enough away or to the side at all, you can dodge it entirely. A Call Beyond, however, sends out an arcane salvo that is extremely difficult to dodge, so the best way to deal with this attack is to prevent her from casting it in the first place. She's also armed with the Threaded Cane and Rosmarinus, but these are only secondary threats. On the right side of the staircase, the Student set can be found, which has excellent arcane defense for the upcoming fight against Rom. On the left side, climb the ladder and pick up the Lunarium Key. If you climb the uppermost stairs, taking out the giant fly will award you the empty Phantasm Shell, which buffs your weapon with arcane damage provided you meet the stat requirements. Back at the central staircase, use the Lunarium key to open the door at the top, and step onto the balcony outside to speak to Willem. You may remember Willem from the cutscene after defeating Vicar Amelia. He's the founder of the College of Byrgenwerth, and opposes the church's blood healing. But beyond pointing the way to Rom, Willem unfortunately offers no more help in game. You can kill him for his eye rune, which increases the drop rate of rare items from enemies. There's nothing left to do now but drop into the lake and encounter Rom. Rom is a kin of a Great One, born of a human, and she isn't aggressive towards the player until you attack her for the first time. She and her children have both extremely high defenses at their heads, meaning you need to be at the side or rear of any of the spiders to deal significant damage. But all of them, including Rom, have a weakness to bolt damage, so buffing with bolt paper or using Tonitrus will give you a significant advantage. Rom's children are only a threat at close range, but their headbutt attacks especially can deal an insane amount of damage. You can spend your time defeating spiders, but when Rom teleports away, a new set will be spawned. For this reason, I prefer weaving a path through the children than wasting time killing them all. This strategy is even more important when Rom begins casting arcane attacks. There's a close range AoE, a mid-range attack that comes from the ground, and a long-range attack that comes from the sky, which is the most dangerous by far. If you find yourself dying to these arcane attacks, try equipping the Arcane Lake rune in the student set. If you find yourself dying to the spiders or Rom's melee attacks, try Lake and the Yohara Goal set. I won't lie, this boss requires a bit of luck to defeat. But once Rom is gone, the sky becomes anointed with a blood moon, and several changes occur in Yharnam. After watching the cutscene, return to the Grand Cathedral and speak to an injured Eileen, who has been fighting a hunter that nearly bested her.
Oh. Is that you again? What a fool I am. I'll have to tread carefully. But that thing still lies in wait. Turn back. This is my score to settle.
Step into the cathedral to fight what is normally an extremely difficult hunter with the Old Hunter's Bone, Repeating Pistol, and Chikage. If you engage this hunter in combat, your death is sure to follow. But it's impossible for him to leave the cathedral, so use this leash point to protect yourself, and wait for the hunter to transform the Chikage into its blood form, which drains health over time. Then stay out of sight and watch him kill himself. Return to Eileen for the Crow Hunter Badge and the Hunter Covenant rune, which increases the rate of stamina regeneration.
Don't you ever listen to your elders. No matter. You did save my life. I don't seem to be apt for this life anymore. days were long ago now. I know. Here. For you. This too is hunter's work. But it bears no honor. A burden you may choose to carry. The decision is yours alone.
Returning to the dream, you can find the Blade of Mercy and Eileen's armor set available for purchase in the Messenger shop.